Hello and welcome to the 100th milestone of the Biker Radio Broadcast, a podcast on motorcycling from India, celebrating her legendary riders, renowned mechanics and iconic builders through stories told by members of the community, one legend at a time. I'm Shandy and I've been hosting The Long Way Home, a show which was inspired by Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman's escapades around the globe. Now, 100 is a momentous milestone, and what a ride it's been. Our Hall of Fame has featured an eclectic mix of motorcyclists from an ex-pastor, national award winners, celebrated motorcycle builders, ex-convicts, alleged spies, ex-policemen, bankers, doctors, rally chiefs, mechanics, painters, chefs, artists, corporate honchos. And today, at our 100th milestone, we meet our latest Hall of Fame entrant, Crown Prince of Udaipur, Maharaj Kunwar Sahib Ji, Dr. Lakshay Singh Mewar. Now, I've spent the last 7 years meeting the amazing people that make up India's motorcycling community. And from what I've figured, we've just about scratched the surface. For our 100th milestone, our crowning glory is a custodian of this ancient land's heritage, not just as one of its foremost hospitality ambassadors, but at the core, he's a biker himself. Now, half the Amar Chitra Katha comics I grew up on featured his forefathers from Bappa Rawal to Maharana Pratap, who, astride Chetak, his valiant horse, epitomizes the most legendary companionship between a man and his steed that India has ever known. And that is an emotion that is so common to all of us riders. The Crown Prince of Mewar, Lakshay Raj, is a son, a father, a husband, a friend, a social worker, a hotelier, philanthropist, an accomplished cricketer, barista, poet, painter, tabla player, hobbyist aviator, photographer, and an environmentalist evangelizing the need to conserve water and the green cover. He is very popular amongst his people and is also among the most sought-after speakers at conferences around the country for his eloquence and his personal insights. He is the royal scion of the 1500-year-old House of Mewar, and while he's experienced its privileges, he's also had a ringside view of the perusal that goes into preserving a rich heritage on one side with the people's expectations on the other. His vantage, however, has endowed upon him a wisdom that can only come from the shop floor. For the 100th milestone of the Biker Radio broadcast, please welcome Maharaj Kunwar Sahib Ji, Lakshay Singh Mewar on The Long Way Home. So, Maharaj Kunwar Ji Sahib, welcome to the Biker Radio broadcast. Welcome to the long way home.
I will be very uncomfortable. If you call me Lakshay Raj, I will be...
Thank you so much.
I will be more
and you can call me Shandy.
And at peace. So yes, and I think it will be a lot more easier and comfortable. Because आप मेरे को ऐसे बुलाएंगे once the show ends, and then nobody will call me that, and then I'll feel very awkward, because you'll get me used to it in the last 1 hour.
So on that note, I think it's a good time to try my Khamaganis. Biker Radio broadcast started about in January 2018.
Right.
And it's a momentous opportunity for us because this is our 100th.
Yeah, I was just about to say congratulations. I hear that it's the 100th episode and you're having to suffer me. So, two things in one, But so my apologies for the suffering as far as I'm concerned, and congratulations as far as the 100th episode is concerned.
Thank you so much. I mean,
so ये बात तो तय हो गई कि you are suffering.
No, absolutely not. I mean, we are sitting in Shiv Nivas Palace. If this be suffrage,
one is the structural this thing, and one is the company. So I'm referring more to the company than the physical surroundings.
No, I mean, in fact, it is I and our listeners who should be Grateful for the opportunity.
No, thank you. Thank you for thinking me worthy of your 100th episode. So it's very, very kind. I was indeed very touched the moment I got the request saying that this is what you have thought and planned. I said it will be a pleasure and an honor for me to be here talking to you over your 100th episode. So thank you so much for considering me, thinking about me on this momentous occasion.
You're most welcome. And we'll start, I don't know, we can start anywhere. Where would you like to start?
आप बताएं, मतलब I am ready as as far as I know, the understanding has been that there are only going to be easy questions. So
Yeah. There are no questions. Seriously, there are no questions.
So as far as there are no tough curves and straight roads and no bumps, I'm
Let's
happy.
do that.
Yes.
Let's start with Holi. That was awesome. I mean, I just saw the reels on your Instagram.
Ji.
That was fabulous.
Thank you.
Did you call up the lightning gods to do that? Lightning behind, that was amazing. You were walking and the lightning came on.
I know, sir, when things go well, as far as the weather is concerned, I always say that I was in charge of the weather,
Yeah.
And when things don't, then you always make the colleague next to you in charge of the weather when things don't go so well. But fortunately, one has been blessed. I think it's a festival, obviously, which has been coming for generations, and we are very privileged and honored to be doing it in the same fashion as we have been over these centuries.
At the 100th milestone of the Biker Radio broadcast, we give you Maharaj Kunwar Sahib Ji, Lakshay Raj Singh Mewar.
Hello, this is Lakshay Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio broadcast.
एक लिंग को शीश नवा के आज भवानी मात मना के लक्ष्य अपनी लक्ष्य पथ पर निकल पड़ा है। लक्ष्य राज का लक्ष्य अटल है, जैसे पर्वत हिमाचल है। आज कोई तूफानों से टकराएगा, राजा से सेवक बनकर दिखलाएगा।
Listen, connect, ride on.
Okay, so where does the story start for you? You went to Mayo School, right?
Ji, that's right. So I was in Mayo for 7 years. I don't know how I ended up there, but...
When did you start?
I was the third generation.
Okay.
My grandfather obviously went there first, then my father did, and then I did. And so which was wonderful to be able to carry that family legacy forward.
Yeah.
And the other good thing was that my grandfather was on the honor roll of the school.
Okay.
My father was on the honor roll of the school.
Okay, have you made it?
So exactly. So I was just about to say, so you can only imagine the swords that were hanging on my head. कि अब ये क्या करेगा वहाँ जाने के बाद में, कि what is he going to do?
Yeah.
So fortunately, one was also be able to pick up the colors for the school and get your name on the same board as well.
Yeah.
So which was lovely. 7 long years of my life. That were there at a very crucial moment, and especially when you're about 9, 10, 11 years old.
Formative years.
Yes, until the time you were 18. So that's where, and especially being away from home, that was, I think, a bigger challenge than anything else.
Right.
So which was interesting, and one sailed through that, and then went away abroad for the next couple of years as well. So it didn't stop there, but the formative years, the beginning or schooling time was predominantly in Mayo College in Ajmer.
Okay. My sources might be wrong, but Australia?
Ji.
Down under?
Absolutely.
And what were we doing there?
The idea to go there and to do there was to be able to go and play some cricket here. But that never happened. लोगों ने पूछा कि you went to do hospitality, why didn't you go to America, why didn't you go to Switzerland? अब मैं उनको क्या बोलूँ? Now on your show, one can let the cat out of the bag.
Sure.
The idea was to go to a cricket playing country and not to a non-cricket playing country. अब ये किसको पता था कि that it's going to become a 25-hour day and an 8-day week?
So you're a cricketer?
I am a cricketer, yes.
Wow.
And at that point in time in school and all of those times, one was constantly playing cricket. So, and one wanted to carry that same streak forward. And at 18, 19, 20, you wanted to be able to play cricket.
So how different is an Australian onion from an Indian onion?
Now you're really taking me back in time.
Did you still have to weep?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah? Absolutely, yes.
We've got that one thing in common. We both went to hotel school.
Oh, lovely. Where did you go to?
I am the third batch from the Waksha, Manipal.
Okay. Nice.
So that was 88 to 91.
And how many years was your course?
3 years graduation, the first year of graduation started with
Okay.
us.
So mine, I think, was a touch longer.
4.
Because yes. Gee, so I was there for about 4 years or so. Interesting. How lovely. So that was, so the main reason to go there was for cricket, and then for those 4 years, believe it or not, my 15 kilos of excess was lying on top of my cupboard. The only time I touched it was when I was returning back home.
What's that 15 kilos of excess?
My cricket bag.
All right.
तो वो पूरे 4 साल जो है वो काम ही नहीं आया. One wasn't able to make the most of it. It was just lying because one didn't realize that hospitality was going to be an exceptionally time-consuming space, not in terms of only its practicality, but in terms of its theory as well.
Absolutely.
So at the age of 18, you never kind of, अच्छा hospitality करनी है तो हाँ ठीक है, उसमें बर्तन धोने होंगे, साफ सफाई करनी होगी, you know, all of that is what needs to be done. We'll do it. There is no problem. And then one thought one will get free time. You know, great. That's what you think at that time when you are 18 years old or 17 years old. But when you get there, and reality has something completely different in store for you. So that's what. That's
But
what
you got a huge set of hotels. I mean, I just met your general manager, the HRH group of hotels. That's something that you're captaining, I'm sure.
Well, I wish I could take credit for it, but my father was the one who actually put the foundation for it and began it. One is now trying to put a shoulder to the wheel to the best of their ability. And one of the reasons to be able to get into the hospitality industry was because being able to see your father do what he did, and to be able to be standing behind him, looking over his shoulders. That's what kind of, at a very young age, when you were coming back from school in holidays and in summer holidays and spending time, and somewhere or the other it made some space in your heart and in your soul ki, you know, this is something that I would like to do.
So was that choice kind of out of that? Is that I'd better be schooled in this thing? If I've got to take it on?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. It was
still cricket.
No. It wasn't that. No, I better be schooled in this. It was something that very gradually, slowly, over a period of time, something that grew on you.
Okay.
It wasn't something that was, cutthroat, hard and fast, and hammered into you. ये मतलब बहुत धीरे और अपने समय से over a period of time, it kind of sunk in.
Okay.
It wasn't something which was just a very impromptu, out of the blue, shot in the dark sort of a decision. Not at all.
Right.
It was something that took time. As I said, and obviously as a child, your father is obviously your hero, your mother is obviously your hero, somebody you look up to, and the sort of things that they do. And at that age, as I said, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, you are really very uncertain about a lot of things.
Absolutely.
But you get inspired by a lot of things.
Right.
Uncertainty is one part and inspiration is the next part. So obviously over a period of time, that uncertainty was taken up and eaten up by inspiration, by aspiration, by achievements. So then by the time you finished school and kind of got out of that space, and then you were at that decision where, okay, fine, you said that, no, this is something that I would like to do, because I was also a very hands-on person. I like to work with my hands.
Really?
Yes.
So you chopped onions?
I did, yes. And as a child also, when your dad was cooking, you know, so when you were sitting down as a child, either you were told to mix the masalas, or you were, told to stir the pot and, clean this or put that in. So over a period of time, obviously, all these sort of things in from your home environment are the things that make this difference, and it kind of gets inculcated into you. So there is no one such moment where you can say the penny dropped. But I think there are various such instances over a period of time in the journey where you start realizing and coming to terms with it. And this is where I say the idea has never been to go through life. The idea has always been to grow through life. Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on.
You live, you learn, you live, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn.
But that was pretty early, man.
It
to
was.
have this kind of thought. Were you thinking about it?
No,
then?
I wasn't.
Right.
I wasn't. But that's what I said. So this was part
just
of
looking
that,
back, right?
Looking back, and this was a part of the journey.
Right.
So that entire journey was not something that you just said कि इसको अभी करना है या आज करना है.
Right.
This was all an accumulation of the growth that took place with such instances, with your family environment, your school environment, your own environment, your friends' environment, what the nature had to offer to you, what you absorbed from your surroundings. All of that kind of played a very important role over a decade for you to be able to take a decision. And that's where one realized. And one was not a very good communicator at that age.
Oh, right, sure.
And I don't know if I've said this before, but I was a very, very sort of a shy child, which kind of made me be misunderstood also a lot. अगर कोई कमरे में बैठा है तो अगर आप उससे नहीं मिले or you didn't kind of, you know, and that was not because you didn't want to meet them.
Right, you were just
I was just
reserved.
shy.
Yeah.
I was just reserved. But nobody ever understood that or took that as somebody could be shy.
Right.
It had to be taken as a fact that this joker is an arrogant
Right.
dash.
Right.
You know, it was but understood.
Yeah.
And the background that you came from
Yeah.
didn't help.
Right, absolutely
You know,
not.
that was more of the sort of a scenario where they said कि अच्छा
It was validation.
It was validation कि अच्छा ये इस परिवार से है तो ये तो अकड़ तो इसमें होगी. He would had to be arrogant and this person could not be. But whereas it was something as basic, as simple, as uncomplicated as somebody, as you said, and the word I will use your word as well, is just being reserved. That was it.
Right.
I was a person literally who was looking for a corner in a round room. कि यार मेरे को कहीं एक कोना मिल जाए.
Right.
And it just didn't. It just that the confidence just wasn't there. But over a period of time, being in a hostel, being in a boarding school, kind of pushed you, nudged you in a certain manner to kind of open up. But again, within that also, I was a very different person when I was on the cricket field.
Right. So what were you doing?
I was playing,
Smashing it all over the park.
I was not smashing necessarily, but you know, you were thriving.
Right.
You were completely passionate about what you were doing. You were enjoying yourself. You felt at home on the cricket field.
Right.
And obviously, by the grace of God, one played well. One had great track records.
Right.
One broke records over 40 years on foreign
Really?
soil. All of that was there, which is great. But the important point was to understand as a character, as a personality, as an individual, as a behavior, was the fact that the moment I got out of the cricket field, I was again another person.
Right.
If I was in class or I was in the boarding house, I was a different person.
Right. I hear you.
So, and then at that point in time, people didn't have the understanding or the sensitivity, because everybody was very keen to pass a judgment.
Right.
फैसला सुनाना बहुत जरूरी था.
Right.
But to understand certain things wasn't the idea at that point in time, either by the teachers or by your peers. And if you were somebody who were not doing too well, and that era, the best was to hold the ears and give them a few around the cheeks and get them on line.
Right.
कि अच्छा ये तो ढींट है, दो चांटे लगाओ सही हो जाएगा.
Right.
That was the methodology.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Which years are these?
these
Mayo?
Mayo was 90s, mid 90s.
Mid 90s.
Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on.
They say, this is something that I've learned about motorcycling, is that the road can teach you anything that you are willing to unlearn.
True.
So where does motorcycling creep into all of this? Was it already happening in school?
There are two areas. One was the fact that I have always been fascinated by machinery.
Okay.
So machines have always been something, be it airplanes, be it trains, be it cars, be it motorcycles. All of that has always been something. All of these things have been a byproduct.
Right.
But the fact that it is mechanics, machinery, motors, engines, that is what has fascinated me. हाँ बेटा, ले आओ. क्या है? हाँ तो मेरे को Earl Grey दे दो, please. Thank you so much. So all those sort of things have always been something that has always fascinated me. I mean, imagine something man has created which has flown.
Yeah.
Imagine something man has created on two wheels,
Yeah.
which balances itself so beautifully.
Yeah.
And kind of moves along. And you can have somebody behind you if you wish, and if you don't, then you don't need to.
Right.
So all those sort of things have always been exceptionally fascinating for me.
Okay.
Ships, boats, all of that has been
Right.
something that I have been.
You got a lake right here.
Gee. So, but there you go. So somewhere or the other, these things kind of make space in your soul. And the second thing that was there was the fact that Dad had always said to be very wary of motorcycles.
Okay. Did he ride?
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
He was more of a car person
Yeah.
all throughout.
But he's been stacking up motorcycles, or the family has been collecting
No, cars.
cars. I know.
Yes.
Cars, I know.
Yes.
But I was really interested.
Yes.
When I heard that you're into motorcycles,
Gee.
I got super excited.
Yes.
I said, cars I know.
Yes.
But here
So
you are.
yeah, so that's how steadily between me, my friends, all of that, when we all now grew up and
Yeah.
everything, that's where the
So
passion
did it
for
start in school?
the fascination was always there.
Okay.
But to be able to go ahead to do something about it kind of never came in. It was always more to do with cars and model airplanes at that
Right.
time.
Well, you weren't borrowing a bike and riding around whenever you could. We did it all the time.
Very rarely.
Okay.
Because the fact that कि नहीं इससे कुछ हो जाएगा या कहीं कुछ होगा या one was always very cautious of that fact, and from that perspective being disciplined कि नहीं doing
Better not do it.
You better not do it. So and to be safer is always going to be the caution. But then when obviously one grew up and one understood the nuances of it, and I guess that is what the intent of the family at that point in time was as well, that not to do anything stupid or silly कि जोश में होश नहीं खोना मतलब
There are a bunch of people around in the family who are into motorcycles, mamas, chachas, all that happens.
But more so with cars. I mean,
Yeah.
predominantly being a car family, even people around and so on have always been predominantly car lovers. But this was something which independently grew.
Right.
And a good 10 years, 15 years ago.
Right.
तो तब जो है ये सिलसिला मोटरसाइकिल्स का जो है वो शुरू हुआ कि let's try and get a bike and
Right.
and let's
So what was your first bike?
a Royal Enfield.
Really?
Gee.
Which one was it?
The classic
350.
Yes.
Okay.
Gee.
And you've been collecting ever since, I see.
And since I've been collecting ever since. That is
Yeah.
true. And I'm absolutely in love with the brand. And
They brought in 5 of these models behind you.
Gee.
And we said, this looks perfect. Let's put one there.
Yes.
Because I know you've got a stable full of these.
Yes.
We'll probably take a walk sometime and take a look at
By
it.
all means. But yes, so this is more so, and I'm so glad that Royal Enfield decided to create model bikes as well, because models are my first love. Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on.
But I'm sure you don't get to ride.
No, of course I do.
Do you?
Yes, but not as often as one would like to.
Right.
But I do get to ride.
Where do you get to ride?
All over the place. All what
Seriously?
absolutely. All what you really need is to.
Your insurance guy doesn't come and say, sir, please don't do this.
No. All what you need to do is to pick up your helmet, get down the hill, get onto your bike and move, and that's about it. So, absolutely. So, that is something that is there. Yes, obviously, there is...
Australia, were you riding around there?
No, not in Australia, no. Australia, 11 number gaadi zindabad. On your 2 feet, you were there running around from pillar to post.
Yeah.
And that's all what you could afford was to walk at that time, so which was lovely, and to make the most of the surroundings, the scenery, the place.
You were in Sydney?
I was in Sydney. So fortunately, my work and where I was at walking distance, and otherwise the year was divided predominantly into 2 halves. So half of the year you were in university, and half of the year you were working. So you really and public transport there was just brilliant. And fortunately, I was lucky enough to be able to find accommodation which was walking distance from my workplace.
Right.
So which was.
So do you know how many motorcycles are there in the stable right now?
I think a few. Between all of us, I think all our friends and us have all kind of got together and put a stable together, which is a lot of fun rather than just doing it.
Actually, it's friends who make the whole thing happen.
Precisely. So, and then you start encouraging, nudging, pushing for them to kind of get out there and start doing things. And
how often do you guys get together?
We meet pretty often.
Really?
But as far as biking is concerned, that doesn't happen as often as one would like it to be. But yes, we do meet and we talk a lot of bikes. We see a lot of bikes.
I'm sure.
We Google a lot of bikes. We discuss a lot of bikes. So yes, so that is certainly something that is there in the evenings when we all kind of get together, sit down, chat and things like that. Which is always nice, having.
It would not be fair to ask you what's been a favorite ride, because I can imagine that you really don't get the opportunity to, ride very often.
Not very often, yes, that is true, or as often as I would like, to be honest.
But is there a favorite ride?
Every ride, literally just picking up your bike and getting onto it and going somewhere around is always fun. Being on your bike and being in Udaipur or your surroundings here and with the people that you want to be.
But you don't have to do the grocery run.
Yes. Well, that I'm not going to complain. But so saying that, sometimes there are these areas and villages that are around which really grow some fantastic vegetables.
Right.
So sometimes we do end up going to those places to pick up some fresh stuff, eat it there. But we know कि यहाँ पर ककड़ी जो है वो बहुत fresh मिलने वाली है, तो उसी के ऊपर वहाँ पहुँचे, मसाला लगाया, खाया, या भुट्टे बनने वाले हैं, अभी मौसम भुट्टों का हो रहा है, तो भुट्टे के मौसम पे चले गए, तो वहाँ भुट्टे सेक के नदी के किनारे वहाँ पर उनको खा लिए. So those sort of things we do. Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on.
One of the things I was pleasantly surprised with, this is probably the greenest part of Rajasthan.
Yes, I don't know why people are so surprised.
I am surprised
because nature has been very kind to us, and we've been blessed from. And the first thing sometimes people come and ask कि अरे वो तुम्हारे वो रेत तो रेगिस्तान तो नजर ही नहीं आ रहा है. Where is the sand?
Exactly.
So I said, yeah, you have to go about 700 kilometers north.
Out, yeah.
So so from where we exactly are. So I said, here you enjoy the greenery, the hills, the lake, the fish. So they say कि यार यहाँ कौन सी fish?
All the farms are green.
All the farms are green. So so that way, so yes, so we are very blessed from that perspective to be able to have a lot of water, and a lot of credit to our forefathers who were visionaries 400 years ago, 500 years ago, because all these lakes are man-made lakes. So
all these lakes are man-made lakes?
They are man-made lakes, absolutely. So those are things that a lot of people don't know. So it's not something that just naturally appeared. So these were lakes and areas that were created by visionaries and people who decided to, establish the city of Udaipur, and then from there on.
So is the spring water?
Rainwater.
It's rainwater.
So it's rainwater that gets collected, and you will be surprised that this lake literally just fills up in one good rain.
Right.
And fortunately, one is blessed that these lakes now, for the last a very, very long time, have remained full.
Yes.
When the monsoons have been good, and even average monsoons have been there, there are catchments, and each lake is connected.
Right.
So one overflows into the other, into the other, into the other. So there has been a method to madness through which that these things have been created.
Right.
And everybody at that point in time knew the importance of water. If you don't go back too far, San 47 in 1947, the population of Udaipur was around 45,000 people.
Okay.
And this was the infrastructure that was sustaining the population. And today it's almost about 7 lakh to 10 lakh people. Right. And it is exactly the same infrastructure that was created 400 years ago that is supporting the population even today.
That's amazing.
So obviously there has been visionary thinking that has been, and then for as far as rides are concerned, it adds for a very scenic picnic spot.
Absolutely.
So where you can kind of sit down and pour your cup of tea and open that packet of biscuit. And
your tea is getting cold.
No, I will grab some. Thank you. Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast.
Tea in the Sahara with you. Tea in the Sahara with you.
And this is the long way home. Listen, connect, ride on.
While we are on a little tea break, I'd like to tell those of you who are joining us for the very first time that we're now 100 episodes old. But this is our first video episode. And we're delighted also to tell you that our humble podcast won the prestigious Vickers Award in London in a global battle judged by some of the bigwigs from the BBC and other media agencies within 6 months of our launch in 2018. And you can look for Why India is Mad for Mobikes. All right, that's our documentary for the BBC on BBC Sounds. Our broadcast, though, is available across all podcast streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google, and now also on YouTube. So if you like our work, do like and subscribe and ring that bell icon for more from us. And but if you want to discover more of us and get to learn the full story behind this broadcast, our auditorium is at www.bikerradiorodcast.com, and that is exactly where you can also get a free registration to the Biker Radio Broadcast Club. So come on in and join us as soon as you can. All right, Udaipur is often called the Venice of the East, but Lakshay would rather that a day comes when Venice is called the Udaipur of the West, and he has said this many a times, and he's spot on. Welcome back. I'm Shandy, and you're on the 100th milestone of the Biker Radio Broadcast, a motorcycling podcast that has chosen to celebrate the native riding story, the India story. हम तो लोकल के लिए vocal हैं ही, but that's important, right? Very important when you're discovering yourself, seeking your own identity. And we talk about that as we go forward with our guest today, Lakshay Raj Singh Mewar. Okay, our royal cat and his cradle and his silver spoon aside, our man is indeed growing up in his illustrious father's footsteps, and like every new generation, refreshingly in cadence with the new world around. All right, but first, can't forget Maharana Pratap, and more importantly, Chetak. Can we? Let's go there.
Hello, this is Lakshay Raj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on.
If you ever look at the relationship between a man and his steed, there's nothing more iconic than Maharana Pratap and Chetak.
True, absolutely, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
You're a descendant of Maharana Pratap.
That's what I hear, yes.
Yes.
I believe his blood runs in my veins.
I remember when I was a kid and I got my first cycle.
Gee.
It was an Atlas cycle.
Oh, well, just join the club. Even mine was.
Yeah?
Yeah, mine was also a red-colored Atlas, excuse me.
Yeah.
Cycle, man. Mine was my first two-wheeler was also a cycle. How lovely. It was an Atlas.
I was in the 7th standard.
Right.
I got myself some white paint which was left over from some painting.
Right.
And the name I wrote on the mudguard, not on the mudguard, the chain guard, was Chetak.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely. How nice.
So it's a full circle to come here and talk to you.
No, but it's lovely to have you. Thank you so much once again. It's absolutely a pleasure. Thank you.
No, absolutely.
For passionate people, for people who are spreading the love and joy for life and for riding, it's always a pleasure to kind of...
so we are not about motorcycles. We are about the people who ride them, fix them or build them. You know?
Right.
We're kind of going in and finding out who they are. And for the first time, we have a Maharaja Kunwar Sahib.
No, it's a pleasure, and I think it's just lovely to be there and to be able to share the same passion as a lot of millions of other people do as well, and to be able to relate to them through this community that you have as well. So it's really a pleasure to be one amongst all of them as well. Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. And this is the long way home. Listen, connect, ride on.
If you had the opportunity to ride with anyone from history or from imagination or even from contemporary times,
Ji.
Who would that person be and why?
To be very honest, sir, I'm not a very fictional sort of a person. मैं काल्पनिक आदमी नहीं हूँ. मतलब very rarely does that situation
So no
happen.
Spider-Mans in your...
Unfortunately. I enjoy them.
Yeah.
I relish them. I appreciate them. I respect them.
Right.
All of that.
Right.
But as far as it comes to things like this, I am more of a attribute person than a person with individuals and things like that.
Sure.
So for me, riding is with myself.
Right.
Predominantly.
Okay.
So you have people, your friends, all of that. That is great because they are around you, with you. You enjoy that company.
Right.
But when you are on the bike, it's your bike and you.
That's amazing.
And that's what I like to kind of really, really enjoy. Call it selfish if you like.
No?
But
I'm sure Maharana Pratap ji would also said the same thing.
But usme mujhe swad hai, sir. That is what I enjoy, the flavor, the taste of completely. I enjoy my friends around me.
Right.
They are great company. I won't want to do it with anybody else except for with them. But when I am with my helmet on and you get disconnected the moment you put it on with the rest of the world and you give that kick to your bike and it starts, the sound that comes in is who I'm with at that point in time. I'm even, lost as far as they are concerned. They are enjoying what they're enjoying and I love having them behind me.
Right.
It's great. But
essentially you're riding with yourself.
I'm riding with myself. And मेरे को वो शांति, that peace and tranquility that is there, being lost in your thoughts, is the person that I'm riding with. So rather than having an individual, these are the qualities that I kind of go with. Is peace, tranquility, my own thoughts at that point in time, enjoying the road, enjoying the scenery, absorbing what is around me, absorbing my environment, being present in that moment are all the sort of things that I would want to take in. Even if I decided to have somebody, it would become a catch-22 because after a while they would be very disconnected.
Right.
Because I would get lost in where I am, what I am doing.
So you were really not shy. You were just in your own space.
I was in my own space. So, but that's what I'm saying. So now I'm in my own space. At that point in time, I was shy. Now I know how to manage my own space. At that point in time, when I was at a younger age, I didn't know how to manage it. So if I had to meet 5 people, I would literally start going back foot. Because I wouldn't know how to deal. Because सच्ची बात ये थी कि मेरे में confidence नहीं था. I didn't know how to approach them. Today, by the grace of God, over a period of time, through your parents' help, your friends' help, your schooling, your environment, one's learned to say, hello, how are you, how do you do, how are things, and you have that confidence to be able to say it.
Right.
And at the same time, now I know if I'm going riding with 10 people, I know how to balance them.
Right, obviously.
I know how not to make them feel disconnected, and yet at the same time, for me to be able to make the most of my ride, and for them to be able to make the most of their ride.
Yeah.
So where they don't feel that one is arrogant or one is disconnected with them, and you can make a balance. But at the age of 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, I didn't know.
Right.
I was lost.
Yeah.
So yes, I do like spending time with myself, but at the same time, the people that you've called are important parts of your life and somebody who needs to be given that respect. So today I know how to balance that side of it,
Right.
and to be able to give myself some me time as well, and be able to communicate it more importantly.
Do you get to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
So when we are going on a ride and things like that, at that point in time, we're very clear that
I'm
we are
sure.
going to go, make merry, enjoy that ride, have
Right.
fun. Till the time we're riding, nobody is distracting each other. Even for safety purposes, that is very important. And once you got off the bike, then you do what you have to do.
Right.
But for the time that you're riding, be it 30 minutes or be it 3 hours, those times, one is not going to do things to distract each other. One is going to look after each other, that everybody's in line, nobody's got left behind, everybody is following a certain protocol, that we are in our speed limits, we are doing things that needs to be
Right.
done correctly, keeping an eye out for your partner, looking out for them. If anybody is feeling tired or anybody wants to stop or anybody wants to communicate
Right.
something, so keeping all those sort of things. But within that frame, you
find your own
you
space.
find your own space. And that is something that you communicate very, very clearly. So there is absolutely no, and there are certain people who love chatting along the way. Good luck and God bless to them. And they have their microphones on.
Yeah.
They like to chat. They're speaking to each other.
Hello, mic testing.
Yes, exactly. Which is fantastic. And some like to be in their own space, and both need to be respected. It's not that one is right and one is wrong.
Yeah.
Both are right, and both need to respect each other's feelings.
Right.
And which I'm glad that as mature riders, one understands that,
Right.
and which is the beauty of it.
Right.
खूबसूरती उसी में है. So that is what is the fun. Then when you stop your bike and when you get there and then you discuss things along the way.
Right.
कि अरे ये देखा या नहीं देखा, वो झरना कितना खूबसूरत था, वहाँ पे निकले थे तो वो मोड़ कितना अच्छा था. So you take those things, take those pages and those leaves out of the book or that journey as well, which is brilliant. And when you're talking, and when you're not talking, you're silent. It's like meditating for me. I may not be a very conventional sort of a person, but yes, very non-conventional sort of a person. So people meditate in various different forms. For me, finding my tranquility, my balance, my peace is very much during the time when I'm on my bike.
This is the 100th milestone of the Biker Radio broadcast.
Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on.
You seem to be quite someone who has spent time with himself. I mean, it shows.
Ji.
You've kind of gone a little deeper into yourself, and you probably questioned this thing that we are very interested in. We are very interested in identity.
Ji.
Finding that the I, and being comfortable with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you about the tattoos.
Array, wait, I thought I had them very well covered.
Yeah, they were very well covered, but it's been peeping out. How did you ever? So one of the things I have not been able to do is figure out if I wanted a tattoo,
Ji.
what would that be? And
Very simple.
I'm very scared of
Very-
it
very
in the
simple.
sense
Very simple.
identity comes into
No,
play.
no, very
No,
simple.
don't you think so?
No, not at all.
Okay, so how did you choose?
So, at least for me, I'm
Yeah.
nobody here to sit in judgment. So वो मेरी सच्चाई है. मतलब वो मैंने कोई मन घड़ंत कहानी नहीं गढ़ी है.
Right,
Everybody has their ways of choosing.
right.
And their method to madness.
Sure.
Which is again good luck and God bless to them.
Yeah.
Again, I am absolutely nobody here to be sitting in judgment. I'm very
Did you
detached
spend time
from.
thinking about?
I did.
You
I
did.
did. 100%.
Yeah, that's
One
exactly.
did spend time about it, but I'll tell you how the penny drops with this.
Yeah.
For me, it was very simple.
Yeah.
Something that I was going to burn with.
Okay,
As simple as that.
okay,
कि मैं ये करवाने जा रहा हूँ.
yeah.
Do I see myself living with it for the rest of my life?
That's the question.
And do I see myself burning with it, which is till the end?
Right.
Right? And the answer is very simple, then it comes, yes or no.
Right.
अगर वो आंसर आता है कि नहीं हाँ ये मतलब मेरे को पूरा विश्वास है कि this is something that I believe in. So here,
Show it to me.
So here,
All right.
So this is as we began with. So this is man and machine.
Oh, seriously?
So these are two things that have been integrated with a very interesting artist from the Czech Republic, and so we sat down together, and so he said, so I wanted to do something that was to do with my passion.
Right.
So my passion, as we discussed in the beginning, as we went the beginning of the interview, that is machines. So
Right.
I really love machine.
Well, that's you inked it.
So and at the same time, machine didn't come into being in isolation or by itself.
Right.
So it was man who got it. So you will see, instead of some of the pipes, we've used some veins. So the-
Machines run in your veins.
so yeah, so machine runs in your veins, and man is the one who's brought them to life.
Right.
Right. So somewhere instead of connecting a pipe, we've connected a vein from one nozzle to the other. So it was a very abstract, artistic way
Wow,
of
fantastic.
paying respect and homage to what mankind
subject.
has created to the subject. Absolutely correct. So उससे मेरे को एक चीज ध्यान आई. तो I know that this is something I have deep love, respect and passion for. तो फिर मैंने सोचा कि नहीं कि ये चीज़ मुझे करनी है. And ultimately, obviously, they print something out. You have an opportunity to see it, and when you see it, it's at first sight you say कि हाँ, this is something that yes, I will live with for the rest of my my life. The other thing that I have on my chest is a poetry. So and
the lines are?
the two reasons I have it on is because it's on one of my favorite subjects.
Which is?
And secondly, it's been written by one of my most favorite poets, which is the subject is Mother,
Okay.
and the artist, the poet is Sailesh Lodha.
Okay.
So both these people I love and I respect. So the reason why I had it was because I love my mom, and the way that these lines have been written have been beautiful. So if I remember them, हम एक शब्द हैं तो वह पूरी भाषा है, हम कुंठित हैं तो वह अभिलाषा है, बस माँ की यही परिभाषा है. So those are the lines that you got inked. So now, do I want to live with these lines for the rest of my life? The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
So things like that. It's always about respect and loving, and both of them for me are synonymous to each other. Something I really, really love, and I have deep admiration and respect and love for.
Well, you put a lot of thought into all of this. Was it gradual? I'm sure it was.
No, not really. Well, it came to my mind, and the moment I thought
Stayed.
about it stayed. So, और सोच को कभी जीवन में इतनी गहरी मत करो कि फैसले कमजोर होने लग जाएं. So
Wow.
So give that thought and the amount of power that it really needs. The moment you start doing more to it or less to it, you're destroying it. Something that is.
Oh, you touched on something quite interesting there about the balance between power
जी. तो उसको
and balance.
the more you let it be natural and don't poke it and prod it, it will flourish better. हम एक शब्द हैं तो वह पूरी भाषा है, हम कुंठित हैं तो वह अभिलाषा है, बस माँ की यही परिभाषा है. Do I want to live with these lines for the rest of my life? The answer is yes. Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on.
Mother should have built the wall.
Human race के साथ में there is a problem.
Tell me
I
about it.
feel and I felt that with myself more than judging anybody else. I feel it with myself that and this is something that one used to do. You're trying to fix something that is not broken. अब मैं अगर आपको if I give you this gadget in your hand,
Right.
you'll start fixing it.
We just did.
So the question is that, why do we need to fix something if it's not broken?
Right.
So try and take a call that does this require any tweaking to it or not? If
You
it
said
doesn't-
something about humanity. How do you feel about it right now, in these days? It's not broken?
No, at the end
Is
of
it
the
flawed?
No, at the end of the day, very honestly speaking, one needs to concentrate inwards
Yep.
first, then trying to concentrate outward. Everybody is giving an advice or a suggestion for the external. And I think here is the time for everybody to kind of look internally, introspect internally, and then kind of be able to move forward. The idea is, what can I fix about myself first? You can't just keep sitting here and start, as I said, कि फैसला सुनाना है. मैं यहाँ पर बिल्कुल भी फैसला सुनाने के लिए नहीं बैठा हूँ. But if there are certain shortcomings that I have of my life, or my weaknesses, or whatever else that there is, or my strengths, those are the sort of things that I need to kind of pay heed to. Those are the sort of things that I need to address. And then keep moving forward. I will be a much more calmer, happier, peaceful person. And since the time I've started to do that, I've been very happy. Rather than trying to fix things around me, the idea is to fix yourself.
Yeah, it starts with listening, doesn't it?
Exactly, and that's what one needs to do. Most of the time, one needs to listen, and every time you have something within you that you can do differently. And this is where I say, the idea is never to prove. The idea is always to improve. So we shouldn't get caught up in this rat race of trying to prove. Who are we proving to? Why are we proving?
Yeah, why are we proving? That's a very good question.
So I asked-
is there a need to prove?
Exactly.
And
But-
why is there a need to prove?
So
Therefore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these are all the things that I'm not asking the outside world.
Right.
These are things that I'm asking myself.
Yeah.
So you are asking me about me, and I'm sharing about me.
Yeah.
And if this is something that would inspire somebody or help somebody, I would be the happiest man. But this is not something that I'm sitting here to tell the rest of the world to do. These are things along the way in my journey of my growth, where I was just going through life and not growing. That's when I decided that how can I grow? Growing is always going to take place by improving. And improve is only going to take place when I'm going to stop proving.
Right. Wow. That's true.
और मेरे को किसको साबित करना है?
और क्यों साबित करना है? साबित तो तभी करना है जब करने की जरूरत है ना?
और वो जरूरत मतलब we have to decide.
Right.
And most of the time it doesn't exist.
Right.
We don't have to prove to our parents. We don't have to prove to anybody. They love you for what they are. They will want to help you to do better in life.
Yeah.
So that again comes back to improving.
Yeah.
What is the first qualification you need to participate in a rat race? The first
Insecurity?
No. The first qualification you need to participate in a rat race is to be a rat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So first decide who you are.
Yeah.
And there is nothing wrong by being a rat either.
Yeah, first figure out that if you are a rat, so be it.
That's perfectly fine
Right.
too.
Right.
But if you are not,
Right.
then what?
Then comes in insecurity about who you are.
So then that's where you need to start addressing and talking to yourself
Yeah.
and going out on that journey
Yeah.
of improving. Because
that's where iconography and these badges come in.
Exactly.
To kind of cover up the
and that's where societal pressures come
Yes.
in, where everything around you gets thrown at you. You are half of the time, not half of the time, 90% of the time trying to do things to impress everybody around you, and you're not living for yourself.
yeah.
है एक लिंग जी जिण मन में वे विजयी सदा हो रण में वे विजयी सदा हो रण में है एक लिंग जी जिण मन में.
Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on. So the idea is to live for yourself without coming in the way or poking or prodding somebody else.
Right.
And which is something that is the best and the most satisfying thing to do. It's like a great meal. You can have that feeling with you constantly. And without putting pressure on yourself, take it as you know what your strengths are,
Right.
you know what your weaknesses are. If anybody knows them better or should know them,
Yeah.
is you. not your next door neighbor.
Absolutely.
If there is anybody who's going to know it, it's going to be you. And somebody who's going to address it, it's going to be you. And that's where I use this word, which gets very frivolously and very casually used, is the word dost.
Okay.
And everybody starts running to this friend, which you should. But I'm again, please always bear that whatever is being said vis-a-vis in context to me of what I have experienced,
Right.
or what I have felt.
Right.
And what I have undergone, or the journey that I have undertaken, and the improvisations that I have made along the way.
Sure.
And which have worked for me.
Yeah.
So that is with the lens that I am kind of, having this discussion.
Yeah.
So the word dost was a very outward looking thing. A
Yes.
friend is somebody that you say, I have a problem, I'll go to this friend of mine and he'll help me. And they do,
Yeah.
which is great at one level.
Yeah.
But when you start scraping it a little bit and start kind of, going a little deeper, and you start understanding what is the meaning of this word dost. And the simple translation that comes out of it says कि जो दोषों को हरण करने वाला हो उसे दोस्त कहते हैं. The person
Okay.
who's going to take away
Yes.
your shortcomings,
Right.
or your issues is your friend.
Yeah.
Correct?
Short circuit.
Yeah, so anything that is you're firefighting or whatever else it is, or you need help with. So again, you divide these things at two levels. One is of an external level, or mundane daily issues, which is one thing, and one is your internal, and one is you. So if anybody has to take away those problems, or those issues, or those shortcomings, that dost or that friend is nobody else but yourself.
True.
So if anybody is going to come and help you fix your internal issues,
Better be you.
it's better be you. So if anybody has to be a friend to you, you first start being that friend
Yourself.
to yourself. Hello, this is Laksharaj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. And this is the long way home. Listen, connect, ride on.
What have we been smoking here?
So, it's not like I need help to pick up this table, so I will call a friend. It's
do it.
It's the weight that is in me that needs to be lifted. And
That's
I need,
amazing.
And I need 100 hands for it. Those 100 hands are within me. And you end up becoming that person, which is fantastic. And that's what, one tries to do. Over a period of time, and which is fantastic. And then your expectations, your issues with yourself or your surroundings just decrease by a huge percent, because you don't have anybody else letting you down, because you're relying on yourself. And every time that you need to do it, either you are going to disappoint yourself or you're going to make yourself happy.
Yeah. But disappointment is also part of the baggage, right?
Precisely. And you know why. So then you can go back and address that issue.
Absolutely.
You have that key and that authority and that process through which that you can then go ahead and say that, no, this is something that I'm going to do.
And thankfully the hunger to do that.
And hunger to do that. Absolutely. It begins from there, without a doubt. And that is something that you do have to, and that's what you can always look for in your surrounding, is aspiration, inspiration. वो आपको कहीं से भी मिल सकता है. Provided that you have your eyes and the heart of your soul open, you can absorb that as a human race. The way nature has created us can be absorbed from anywhere. And that's where the identity quotient of what you asked earlier comes into play.
Yeah.
I am exceptionally proud of my identity. And everybody should be. And what is your USP is something that only you can tell yourself. And what is the identity that you wish to build on? Everybody says that you want to leave behind. I always say that the identity that you want to build. And it's not something that is done in a day or a year. It's a lifetime process. It is going to be with you all throughout.
Like the tattoo?
Absolutely. It is like that tattoo. You have to be convinced that this is the identity that I want to build, and you start working on it every day. And that is what, and Every single person, trust me, when people ask me as if they think that, I have come from another planet and, I have 6 hands and 10 legs and 15 ears and 20 eyes and God knows 15 faces and things like that. Unfortunately, I have to tell them that I have been created exactly the same way as they have been.
Right.
What their parents did is exactly what my parents have done.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're happy about it now, like theirs have been or not. But at the same time, let me assure them that everybody on this planet has come through the same process.
I'm sure your parents are more than proud about you.
Well, I hope so, and that's what kind of gives you the joy and the inspiration as well, and which is what you really, really
Deservedly.
and that's what you also strive for, is for your loved ones and to make them proud. It's not about wanting to prove, but it's also wanting to make them happy.
Right.
And there's a huge difference by adding joy into their life, and not necessarily through materialistic things,
right,
but through these intangible things that are done.
Right.
Which is what kind of, you being a better person is what is going to make your parents
But
proud.
there's a lot of listening that's happening from your side. You're providing the listening, you're doing the listening.
But आदमी सीखता ही तब है ना. When is it that one learns?
Well, we are proud that our little podcast, Biker Radio Broadcast,
Ji.
has got 3 tags on it.
Right.
It says listen,
Right.
connect,
Right.
ride on.
Oh, but there you go. Hello, this is Lakshraj Singh Mewar, and you're listening to the Biker Radio Broadcast. Listen, connect, ride on. To evolve, you have to be involved.
Right.
And that's when, and that is only going to happen if your eyes and ears are going to be open. And if you remember as a child, school में जब होते थे, you always used to get these certificates of participation. कि आपके बच्चे ने participate किया तो उसका certificate दे दो तो उसको खुश कर देते हैं.
Right.
So what one has to start doing, or this is what I started to do again over a period of time, is stop participating.
Right.
Because what is happening is that 99% people are participating and 1% people are involving themselves. What we really need to do is 99% involve ourselves and 1% participate.
Okay.
Because participate is literally from an external source. Involvement is that when you come right in the center of the source.
Right.
When your mind, body, soul, everything
You immerse yourself.
You immerse yourself.
Absolutely.
So when you immerse yourself, all your sensory things start moving.
The bike doesn't ride itself.
Exactly. So you start listening, you start involving, you start doing, you start acting, you start, everything just starts, all the parts start in synergy, start doing things together.
Right.
Not just that you come and just stand there and go back.
Right.
So, so those are the sort of things that that kind of make the change and the difference. So those are the sort of things that allow you to, and as I said, so that's what allows you to create a better identity.
Wow.
So,
Thank you for saying that.
so yes, and you need to have that clarity and that vision for yourself of what that identity you want for yourself to be.
Absolutely. Can I ask you what you think about the Biker Radio Broadcast?
No, it's fantastic. I was a lot under pressure before I came in here, but I think now that I've sat with you and tortured you enough, I think
come on.
Over the last almost an hour that I see this watch ticking here, but it has been a breeze. I think the time has really just flown. As they say कि वक्त आता है और वक्त जाता है, वक्त को संभाल कर रखिए, वक्त बेवक्त काम आता है. So I certainly feel that this has been a time that it has just literally just flown by, and when one feels that way, then that usually means it's been a great time.
All right. So Lakshay Raj Singh Mewar,
Ji.
thank you so much for being on the 100th episode of the Biker Radio Broadcast.
Thank you so much for having me on your century. Means a lot. Thank you. It's an absolute pleasure, and we will hopefully again see you soon. Hopefully on a bike where we can perhaps go on a ride together and then chat pre and post the ride.
That'll be awesome. Maybe I can talk to you about my tattoo.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So at the 100th milestone of the Biker Radio broadcast, that was Maharaj Kunwar Sahib Ji, Lakshay Raj Singh Mewar of Udaipur. Now, Udaipur's hospitality is legendary, and who doesn't know about it? And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the entire team of the Secretariat that went out of their way to ensure our satisfaction. Well, it was a whistle tour, unfortunately, this time, but I'm eagerly looking forward to going on a ride with our guest and host. As we shoot the breeze on a ride, perhaps catch some chai and cook some of that jungly mass that I spotted. Okay, maybe I'll race him to chopping onions this time. What say? Also, a big thanks to Sean at Lens on Wheels for lights, camera, action, all the editing, for telling the story so beautifully in video, and for being so patient doing this. Okay, Sankra Par Turn Up Biker Radio broadcast, was just a burp over beers. And now it's at its 100th milestone on the long way home. Thanks to the motorcycling community across India for opening their hearts to us and sharing their experience and their perspective and their own personal stories, which is amazing. Please remember to follow Biker Radio broadcast across Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube, because that's the Trishul we need to go hunting for game. I'm Sandy, and we'll be back with another banger very soon. But until then, be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. Cheers.
Biker Radio broadcast advises safety at all times, discourages underage riding, but celebrates the spirit of motorcycling.
And how?
This is Tango Charlie, Green Tea 515, come in, Green Tea. Good morning, Tango Charlie, this is Easy Peter, Green Tea 515, I'm ready to roll. See you in 5 at the DND Bay, over and out.